It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He burned the defense a week ago for 118 yards. It's the Bucs and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Minnesota's offense and QB Kirk Cousins set to go here.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First play, here's Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Well, Charles, look, and this is probably a harbinger of things to come. He's got such trust in his tight end, and they're on back-to-back plays. We're seeing that on display.
And when they have that kind of trust, they're not as worried about what the coverage is because they feel like they know each other so well. They'll make the subtle move downfield, and the ball will end up in the right spot. And by the way, partner, what's harbinger mean? Help me out.
Well, you're the one that taught me that a few years ago, so I'll have to lean on you for that. I'm just hoping it fit into the sentence correctly.
I must have got it from my word of the day calendar on my desk.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2nd and 8. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league.
now on 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle to Evans. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
But coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 18 carries, 81 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incomplete. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Succop's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on the opening two drives.
Yeah, it feels like two boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs. But nothing to hit this stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. Pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Cousins. He hits his target, Lockett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Cook up the gut. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 20. Got to get it to the 20. On third down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Jackson. Forced out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
Yeah, and at the risk of sounding just a little bit trite, this is just a tackle that needs to be made. It's one thing when you've got a bruising 230-pound running back coming your way, but when it's a quarterback who's running for his life, your teammates will... to get him on the ground.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bucs at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself, thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Cousins. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's caught. Lockett. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 2nd down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and that will be much tougher 3rd down moment.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage, Cousins. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, and they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra
touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen with career touchdown number 70, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. Oh, he bowls over him. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's got this down to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 5 now. Jackson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown number 12 in the year. And the Bucs have come back Jackson running the football, that may be number one.
It should be number one. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Ryan Succop for the point after. And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either. Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Salt through the gap like a rocket and ends up spilling it for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot. Fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs are getting ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Fournette on the counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, Fournette.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They go play action with Jackson.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Fournette is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Fournette again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
With his 4th rushing touchdown of the year.
As they have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. Because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Cousins to throw it. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea. That is now 2 sacks for him here in his first half. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about... making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the money.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's battled up again at the line of scrimmage. Now Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First down, here's Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Airing this one out for Evans. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Jackson. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so.
And this is going to be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping it. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins, left side complete to Lockett. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins on first down. That is caught by Thielen. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. To the air again, it's Cousins. Open man, once again, it's Thielen. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. To throw again on second down. Cousins, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Called out a very strong gain of 24. From the red zone now, Cousins. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. As the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about it. First 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate. Explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point put through by Suckham, and that will make this a 4-point game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Up the gut, Fournette. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. George Kittle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Suckup for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and And
the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So it's a turnover there on a lost fumble. And this third quarter could net. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Gets past one man, and they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw, Cousins. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second and goal, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 3 yards out. And the Vikings are back within a score. Kevin O'Connell choosing to lead his guys out there, and they'll go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the... To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dunk through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Six for a first. This is 3rd down. A handoff to Fournette. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Succop's kick is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So 3 points response there to that opening touchdown in the 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of attitude lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff, and here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, snail's pace, he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins is complete to Lockett. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Cousins. Buying time to throw across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football.
I think this was very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. Quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
To about the 26 here.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And here he'll get it down down to the 7. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Try to run for it with Jacobs. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Adam Thielen and the rest of the Vikings offense, they get set for their next possession. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. And take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more?
Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to get it back here just past the 35. And I saw the pressure coming out. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of... Can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. Too far at 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Jackson will keep it. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Falling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 4. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down, back to Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. Now Jackson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
They go with Jacobs. It's first and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky fourth down call. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. I heard you use the term pretty well, but now it does seem like the definition of a pretty well.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right out of the book, doesn't it? Because 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Cousins now from the 50. Setting up the screen for Cook. There's some space here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. It's caught. Lockett. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a 1st down. Cousins again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. K.J. Osborne, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point safely through. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're going to run it with their receiver, Evans. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 167 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
14 yards that time for number 14.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's probably run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Delay of game,
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still second down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third down, Fournette. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to suck one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns to at least set the overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Cousins. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Again, it's Cousins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well. And every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he floated one out there, incomplete. Well, this drive, they're both at 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. To throw is Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Jacobs once more. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
Cousins throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Cousins trying to get his guys up to the line of scrimmage quickly.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing. Here's Cousins. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field. this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And the Bucs are on this one. And that should just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield. One final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered a loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Buccaneers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.